You can customize your Peugeot central touchscreen and instrument panel. To do so, on one of the system home pages, long press on the central touchscreen or press on the Settings application. In the list, select the Customization tab. Press on Screen Display Customization. A page split into two parts will be displayed. Press on the Customize Central Touchscreen part. An illustration of the various widgets and pages appears. To add a page, press Page on the left side of the central touchscreen. To customize it, press on one of the plus signs. The available widgets are highlighted. Press on one of them to add it to the page. To move a widget, long press on it, then slide it to the desired location. To delete a widget, long press on it, and then slide it to the bin, and confirm. You can also move the pages by long pressing on the corresponding number and sliding them. To delete a page, long press on the corresponding number, then slide it to the bin, and confirm. To validate the changes you have made, press on the arrow on the top left-hand side, and save. To customize the instrument panel, press on the Customize part of Driver Display, and proceed in the same way as for the central touchscreen. Modifications to the organization of pages and widgets appear on the instrument panel immediately. The exterior perimeter alarm on your Peugeot is triggered if someone tries to open the door, the bonnet, or the boot. The interior volumetric alarm is triggered if a window is broken or if someone moves inside the car. The tilt alarm is triggered if the vehicle is lifted or moved. To activate the alarm, turn the car off and get out of your Peugeot. Lock the vehicle using the remote control by pressing on the door handle on the driver's side or by walking away from your vehicle. When the alarm is activated, the red indicator light on this button flashes once per second, and the indicators light up for around 2 seconds. The exterior perimeter alarm is activated after 5 seconds, and the interior volumetric alarm after 45 seconds. By pressing twice on the lock button on your key, you activate your Peugeot's deadlock, disabling the internal opening controls. To deactivate the alarm, unlock your Peugeot by using the remote control, pulling on the door handle on the driver's side, or by coming closer to your vehicle. If you need to leave a person or animal inside your vehicle, leave a window ajar, go through an automatic car wash, place the vehicle on a car repairs ramp, or journey by ferry, you can lock your Peugeot automatically by simply activating the exterior perimeter alarm. To do that, switch off the motor, and within the following 10 seconds, press on the alarm button until the red indicator light glows steadily. Get out of the vehicle, and lock it immediately using the remote control. To reactivate the interior volumetric alarm and tilt alarm, unlock your Peugeot, then lock it again using the remote control. When the alarm is set, the alarm siren sounds, and the indicators flash for 30 seconds. When this button flashes rapidly, it means that the alarm has been activated during your absence. If the remote control isn't working, to activate the alarm, use the key to open the driver's door. This activates the alarm. Switch on the motor. That stops the alarm. If you have subscribed to Peugeot's connected alarm service, a notification is sent to your smartphone to inform you that your vehicle's alarm has been triggered. If there is a system malfunction, the red indicator will light up steady when you switch on the motor. If this happens, have the system checked by your Peugeot retailer or a qualified workshop. Press on the navigation widget to display the main menu. Press on Where do you wish to go to enter an address, name, or places of interest. Press on this button to go to your home, using an address previously recorded in your favorites, or by pressing on Add Home. Press on this button to go to your place of work, using an address previously recorded in your favorites, or by pressing on Add Work. Press on this button to display your favorites. To delete an address, press on the Delete button on the side menu, and then Delete. Press on this button to display your recent destinations. Press on the side menu, then Favorites, to add a destination to your favorites. Press on this button to display the nearest charging stations. After having selected your destination, press on Route to open another menu and carry out various actions on the planned route. Press on this button to display the 3D, 2D map mode. Toggle this button to change between unmuted, alerts only, and muted. Select this button to customize the map and display, route planning, sounds and alerts, vehicle settings, and confidentiality and data. You can zoom in or zoom out on the screen using 2 fingers or by pressing on the plus or minus buttons. The new i-cockpit has several screens, split into 3 zones. The driver instrument panel, the infotainment touchscreen, and the i-toggles. Slide your finger to change page. The driver instrument panel screen allows you to access the driving-related functions. You can change the way it is displayed using this button. When you start the car, select your profile in the infotainment touchscreen to activate your personal settings, such as favorites and radio setup. The infotainment touchscreen allows you to access most of the vehicle's functions via its applications. Press on a widget to launch the application. Some of the application's functions can be accessed directly from the home screen. For example, switching from the radio to other medias, such as Bluetooth. To return to the home screen, simply press on the Home button. To display the notifications center and the most frequently used settings, press on the top bar. You can customize the i-toggles and set up shortcuts for your favorite functions, such as calling a favorite contact, launching your favorite radio station, starting active route guidance, and more. To do that, long press on the function you wish to replace, and then select the desired function, which will be one of your shortcuts on the i-toggles bar. At any given time, you can access all of the applications by clicking on the applications icon. You can also interact with your system by speaking to it. Press on the microphone button on the steering wheel, or say the launch word OK Peugeot, followed, for example, by Let's Go Home. Interior ambience lighting produces soft, cozy colored lighting in the cabin. By default, the color is linked to the screen color and depends on the drive mode selected. To activate or deactivate the function and adjust the brightness, select the Settings menu, and then the Lighting tab on the touchscreen. To choose lighting color, select Settings, Customization, and then Interior color on the touchscreen. By default, 3 colors have been associated to the different drive modes. If a color is modified for the selected mode, it becomes the default color for the mode selected. You can mirror one Apple CarPlay smartphone to your screen, either wirelessly or by plugging it into the USB port. To connect your smartphone wirelessly, start by activating Bluetooth on your phone. If the phone has never been connected to the system, pair them. The system will detect whether the smartphone is Apple CarPlay compatible, and if it is, it will offer to pair the two. As soon as the connection is established, press this button to display the Apple CarPlay interface. If the phone has already been connected to the system by Bluetooth, press on this widget or the central touchscreen to display Apple CarPlay. If you wish to connect your smartphone using a cable, you must first deactivate your phone's CarPlay function. In the Bluetooth menu, click on the eye next to the vehicle in question and deactivate CarPlay. Plug your phone's USB cable into the USB port. After a few seconds, Apple CarPlay will automatically be displayed. The smartphone is charging when it is connected via the USB cable. To activate the smartphone's voice controls, long press on the control buttons on the steering wheel. You can mirror one Android Auto smartphone, either wirelessly or by plugging it into the USB port. First, install the Android Auto application via the Play Store on your smartphone. To connect your smartphone wirelessly, start by activating the wireless Android Auto function on your smartphone. To do that, go to the Settings menu on the Android Auto app. Then, press on the Settings application on your vehicle's central touchscreen. In the list, select the Connectivity tab, then Devices, to display the device you wish to connect to Android Auto. If the device has never been connected to the system, Pair them. The system will detect whether the smartphone is Android Auto compatible, and if it is, it will then offer to pair the two. If the device has already been connected to the system by Bluetooth, in the list of recognized devices, press on this button to show your smartphone settings. Then, choose Android Auto as the wireless connection mode. To reconnect your smartphone at a later date, please activate Bluetooth on your device. As soon as the connection is established, press this button to display the Android Auto interface. In order to connect your device using a cable, first deactivate the Android Auto wireless function in the settings menu of your smartphone's Android Auto app. Plug your phone's USB cable into the USB port. After a few seconds, Android Auto will automatically launch. During the first connection, you will have to follow a validation process on your smartphone. This must be carried out whilst the vehicle is stationary. The smartphone is charging when it is connected via the USB cable. To activate the smartphone's voice controls, long press on the control button on the steering wheel. Used with the cruise control or speed limiter, your Peugeot's road sign recognition system helps you respect speed limits by anticipating them, so that you are at the right speed when you pass the speed sign. In case of rain, the system will suggest a lower speed than the one on the sign. To use the system, activate cruise control or the speed limiter. When a new speed limit is detected, the system displays the new limit and OK to suggest that you record it as the new cruise control speed reference. Press OK to confirm the new cruise control speed reference. If you exceed the authorized speed limit, the overspeed alarm will flash like this and ring. This alarm can be deactivated in the ADAS menu on the touchscreen or the ADAS tab. This speed monitoring alert will automatically be reactivated when the vehicle is next started. You can use your Peugeot's voice recognition system on any screen page, as long as there are no other priority operations being used, such as reverse gear, an emergency or assistance call, or a telephone call. To ensure that voice commands are recognized by the system, we advise you to use natural language and to speak in a normal tone of voice, without cutting your words into syllables or raising your voice. For best results, please keep the windows and sunroof closed to avoid any outside noise. The system can differentiate between a voice command coming from the driver or one coming from the passenger. To activate or deactivate the function, go to the settings menu on the touchscreen and in the list, select Voice Assistant. To launch voice recognition, say OK Peugeot or press this button. Then, to command the air conditioning, you can say, OK Peugeot increase fan speed. OK Peugeot switch on the air conditioning. OK Peugeot I'm too hot. To command the radio and medias, you can say, OK Peugeot switch to radio mode. To command navigation, you can say, OK Peugeot take me home. If you change your mind, you can interrupt your request. OK Peugeot look for a charging station nearby. To make a telephone call, you can say, OK Peugeot call Estelle. OK Peugeot call 087365. This system automatically adapts the headlights according to the driving conditions to maintain optimal lighting for the driver without disturbing other road users. To set this up, please use the settings menu on the touchscreen. Choose Vehicle, then Vehicle Lighting. The settings chosen remain memorized when the vehicle's motor is switched off. When the system is deactivated, it automatically switches to automatic lighting control mode. To activate or deactivate the function, place the lighting mode selection ring on auto. You don't need to do anything else. Your Peugeot will now automatically manage lighting according to your speed and weather conditions, whether you're in town, on a motorway, or on a country road. The system manages the various situations so that your visibility and security are always optimized, without other road users ever being dazzled. To charge the battery on your electric Peugeot, check that the gear selector is on P and the motor is switched off. First, plug the end of the Mode 2 charging cable that is nearest to the charging status indicator into the domestic electrical socket. When you plug it in, all of the lights on the charging status indicator will light up. Then, only the green power light will remain on. Next, press on the back of the charging flap to open it. Ensure that there is nothing on the vehicle's charge connector. Insert the charging connector into the charging socket. As soon as the battery starts charging, the green light inside the flap and the green charge light on the charging status indicator will both start flashing. If that does not happen, charging has not started. Check that everything is correctly plugged in. With a Mode 2 charging cable on a green-up socket, charging time is 16 hours and 10 minutes. With a Mode 3 charging cable on 7.4 kilowatts charging station, charging time is around 7 hours. You can use the touchscreen to configure deferred charging. In the Energy application, select the Charge tab. Set the time for the start of charge, then confirm by pressing Apply. The configuration is recorded in the system. To activate deferred charging, lock your car and press this button within 1 minute. A blue light in the flap comes on to confirm activation. Deferred charging can also be configured using a smartphone via the My Peugeot app. We recommend that you charge the battery to 80% of its capacity for daily use. Full charge is recommended for long journeys. When charging is complete, you will see a solid green light on the charging status indicator and inside the flap. When the charge connector is secured, a solid red light will come on beneath the lock inside the flap. To unplug the charge connector, unlock the car if it is locked. If your car is unlocked, lock it, and then unlock it. Finally, fully unwind the charging cable. Never use it with an extension lead, a multi-plug adapter, a power adapter, or a damaged power outlet.